So you want to generate leads for your real estate business, but you're confused of which of the 1.5 million companies to work with. In this video, I'm going to break down the top 7 real estate marketing and lead generation agencies. So this should help you kind of sift through the ones that are legitimate and the ones that might not be. You know, I've been in this space for 6 years now. I've been around the block. I've worked for a marketing agency. I've started my own marketing agency and coaching program. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not over 1,000 clients who we advise regularly on what software to get and why. So I'm gonna break down in this video the top 7 companies to work with. If you are looking to build your own client acquisition system and set up your own lead generation and whatnot online, and you want access to my free masterclass on how to generate 30 clients online next year, leave a comment below. I'll get you a copy of that masterclass, and that will teach you kind of how to do a lot of this stuff yourself, but you still might want to use some of the software and whatnot I'm gonna go over in this video. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Now I'm gonna review these companies based on experience in using them and referring clients to them, because I've founded obviously a marketing agency and coaching program, and through that we send a lot of people to different companies for different reasons, and a lot of these companies I'm going to talk about today are companies that we refer people to, and the reason we refer people to them is because they're really good. If we were referring people to bad companies, that wouldn't really bode well for us as a company. So these are all pre-vetted, pre-screened places where you can go to confidently get some sort of result depending on what you're looking for. So let's get started. The first one, and I'm going to do a shameless plug here, is Agent Launch, which is the company that I've founded and I'm the CEO of. Agent Launch, we build real estate client acquisition systems that you actually own and control. We are one of the first companies that has built a lead generation in the sense of being a typical marketing agency where we provide like done for you advertising and marketing services, but we also blended that with a coaching program. Now that's what makes us more unique than most companies, is because most agencies are just agencies and most coaching programs are just coaching programs. We've blended the two together. We're under one roof. We run Google Ads, we build out your CRM systems for you, we train you on sales to make sure that the leads you're generating you're actually closing. We help you recruit remote talent. We fill roles like ISAs and REOAs, which is a real estate operations assistant. I also coach and train you on building a YouTube channel. We'll also edit your videos. There's a lot of things we do under one roof. We have 7 coaching calls per week. So we've really built a strong platform, and although this is a shameless plug, of course, I genuinely do believe in our program. I believe in our product a lot. You know, we have over 150 active clients. You can check us out online. We have great feedback, great reviews, and we are one of the few legit companies out there, because to be honest, a lot of businesses in this space don't have a winning product, and it's a very saturated space because realtors, which I am as well, a licensed agent, we are some of the most sold to people on the planet because real estate is such a big industry. As real estate agents, it's really hard to filter through all of these different companies and businesses. So that's number 1. So check us out at agentlaunch.com. You can go to agentlaunch.com/apply to check us out and work together. And again, you can go to agentlaunch.com/masterclass to register for our masterclass, or just leave a comment below. I'll drop you a link to that. So number 2 on this list is one of our favorite partners, which is Real Geeks. So Real Geeks is a website provider that provides IDX websites. Their websites are really fast, and for that reason, on top of many other technical reasons, Real Geeks is actually really good for sending Google traffic to. The reason is the way that a Real Geeks website presents the lead capture form. So when someone starts searching for properties and your website hits them with a lead capture form where they have to register, Real Geeks does a really good job of this, to the fact that we recommend so many of our clients to them, because this lead capture form and the way they have their website set up is really designed for Google lead generation. It's as simple as that. When you're sending people from Google, you're paying for traffic from Google through Google Ads, which is what we do at Agent Launch, to a website, we highly recommend just a few different website platforms, and the biggest one is Real Geeks for us, because we know consistently that those websites convert the traffic we send to them from Google. So we send a lot of our clients to Real Geeks. We have tons of people on Real Geeks, and we usually pair that with Follow Up Boss. So Follow Up Boss isn't on my list because it's not a lead generation provider, and I have links to all these in the description, by the way. Real Geeks will actually generate the leads, and we use Follow Up Boss to use as your dialer and your lead management system, and that's what we actually build out for our client. I've seen lots of successful Real Geeks websites with SEO, people that have invested in blogging and SEO and different area pages. I've seen a lot of Real Geeks sites rank well, and the reason is they're fast. They're not clunky and slow like you get with a lot of other websites like KB Core and some other things. There's just too much going on, and they're really slow. And one of the things Google likes to see is site speed, right? Real Geeks has been great. They have a PPC management program too, where they'll run Google Ads for you and some other stuff as well. But generally speaking, we do that, and we send people to Real Geeks for the website. So that's number 2. Number 3, very similar to Real Geeks, is Sierra Interactive. So same business model. They have an IDX website solution with a CRM attached to it. Sierra Interactive websites are, again, very similar lines to Real Geeks. They are great for SEO. If you invest in SEO, they're great for Google PPC. They present the lead capture forms really well. We know we can get a really strong lead cost with a CR Interactive website. They do have a pretty strong CRM and whatnot as well, but even then we still get our clients to use Follow Up Boss because Follow Up Boss is really the king of CRMs, and you're gonna net generally a better return just by using that platform. But CR Interactive's CRM is pretty good and they have some really cool features. So again, I have links to all these in the description. They also have a PPC service as well. But just remember, like whenever you're going out for a PPC service, like a lot of these websites, providers are gonna offer some kind of lead generation or marketing service, and they're not always as custom tailored to you as they potentially could be. And that's kind of what we do at Agent Launch, is we build really custom, personalized solutions that'll work well with your specific needs. So not to say they're bad at all. I know a lot of people use them and get some results. So that's number 3. Number 4 is StreetText. StreetText, good friends of ours at this point. We've partnered up with them for a little while now because we had very complementary programs. StreetText, in a nutshell, is a software that allows you to run Facebook ads in a really data-driven and simplified fashion. Essentially what StreetText does is you can go into their platform and you can run a Facebook ad for your business, but they actually give you templates of Facebook ads that are working for other people. So what this does is it crowdsources data from all of their users on which Facebook ads are the most successful at any given time, and it'll show you that data and you can choose which ads you want to run. So if you want to run a home valuation ad or a property search ad or something like that, StreetText will actually give you the data on what the cost per lead is on average across all different markets, across all of their different users. So yeah, again, link for StreetText down on the bottom. We recommend them. We've had them come into Agent Launch, our program, and speak to our agents. We have agents in our program who close a lot of deals by using StreetText, and we really believe in them. So I think it's a really smart business model. It's basically a way for real estate agents to run Facebook ads in the most simplified, data-driven fashion. And so we really like that because we're very data-driven at Agent Launch and we want to focus on what works. Like at Agent Launch, we focus on Google and YouTube. That's our thing. StreetText, they focus on just Facebook. There was a natural complementary factor there to what we do. So that's number 4. Number 5 is Asterisk Marketing. Philip Pasma, the founder, at this point becoming a better friend of mine since we started collaborating. You know, it's interesting in this industry when you reach out to people, some people see you as competition and some people have a very abundance mindset and see more opportunity in collaboration. So Asterisk, I have talked to a lot of their clients over the years. We've shared clients. If there's anything I know is the feedback working with them has been always great, and the results they get their clients has been always great. Like any PPC management program, you know, like Asterisk, that's kind of their primary business, I would say, is like Google Ads management. And that's originally what we had started as, is very much a Google Ads management program, and we evolved that over the years to do a number of other things. Asterisk has been kind of the same, but they do other things like branding and SEO, and they have a few other services along similar lines. And we do send some clients to Asterisk if they just want like a PPC management program and they're not interested in like the whole thing that we do. And we have clients who use them and us, right? So I think there's a lot of value in collaborating with people in a similar space, right? I think there's always more you can get, but I would put my stamp of approval on Asterisk 100% because I've seen the quality of work they do and it's really, really top notch. That being said, number 6 is Homebot. Now, a lot of our clients use Homebot. I think it's a great little tool. Basically, it's homebot.ai. Again, link down in the description for that. If you are looking at using Homebot, like it will complement some of these other programs I'm talking about. It doesn't really overlap. Like the only things that overlap are the couple website providers I talked about, and the PPC management program they offer will overlap with kind of what we do and Asterisk does. Homebot's kind of its own thing. So essentially how it works is you upload your list of people into Homebot, say your database. You can have it automatically send them, you know, an estimate of their property value and some other information on the market and things like that every month, and basically keep them up to date on their investment. And it just brands it as you, and it keeps you in touch with them, and they have a lot of cool features. I haven't used it personally, I will say that. I'm really going off of my clients who use it, who rave about it. We actually recommend a lot of our clients use it, and when they do go and use it, they have really great things to say. So that's the benefit of having, you know, 150 plus clients, is when we have other clients who are doing something successful in our community, we have a culture now where they share that. And essentially, when you share wins and you share different things you're using that are working, you know, everyone can benefit from that. And that's one of the best parts about being in a mentorship community. So that's number 6. Number 7, and this might be controversial to some of you because I know some of you don't like these companies, but it is Zillow and Realtor.com. And the reason I say that is because they're pretty hard to ignore. They're the big fish in the industry. Their business model is really simple. They've basically invested so much money and energy into ranking really high on Google search through SEO, and they generate naturally leads by having really great search platforms where people can search for properties, favorite them, sign up, etc. And then once they're ready to talk more to an agent, Zillow or Realtor will refer that out to a paying agent who's paying them lots of money to get those leads. You know, Zillow has Zillow Flex now, where they're actually taking a percentage of the commission for the leads that they refer out. And I've heard from people that they're actually prioritizing their Flex members over their Premier agent partners. I don't know if realtors doing that yet. I've heard rumbles that they might be, or maybe they've started, I don't know, but typically they have more of the premier agent model where you're actually just paying for leads in a dedicated zip code, et cetera, et cetera. So it's hard to ignore these two because, you know, I've had a lot of clients who've moved all of their budget over from, you know, what they were spending on Zillow and Realtor.com when they moved over to us, and they were confident that what we were doing for them was replacing that at a certain volume. I'm always of the mindset of like, don't stop something that's working until you have something else running that's working better. So like, you'd never come into our program and say, yeah, stop all that and jump in with us. It's like, no, jump in with us, get it up to speed with us, and then once it's essentially operating at the level you want it to be, then you can move on from those other things if they're more cost prohibitive. I definitely have clients who still are with us and use Zillow or Realtor.com to generate leads. As I said, if you're getting an ROI from that channel in your market, why would you stop it? The reality is these companies still provide a great ROI in some markets. Not every market. Some markets get super competitive, super saturated, and it's really expensive, and your ROI numbers will go down over time. But in some markets, they still do work. So I just got to be honest, like, we have a lot of clients who still use them and they still get some results from them. The only problem with these companies is you're not really in control of it. You know, they can change their policy, they can change their rules. I had a lot of clients come to me who were like, yeah, I was getting great results with them for like the last couple years, and then all of a sudden they flipped a switch and now they're not getting those results anymore. And one of the reasons with Zillow specifically was people who were on their premier agent program who were paying like for a certain amount of leads per month. Zillow started prioritizing all the best leads to their flex partners because Zillow makes more by taking a percentage of the commission from their flex partner. So things like that, where you're not really in control of things, that can actually jeopardize your planning. Like, how do you plan around something you don't really have control over? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you guys have anything to add to this list, I would love to hear it. If there's anything you've had that's been working for you, that's been successful, this is something we're always trying to be on top of, is the latest software, the best software. But it's important to not get shiny object syndrome. It's important to not jump around into all these new platforms at once. Like, focus on the things that really do work. And this is what this video is about, is telling you basically the companies, including my own, that do work, because I really do believe in what we do. And I do believe in a lot of these companies, or all of these companies that I've shared with you today. Again, let me know in the comments if there's something you're using that you love that I missed. I'd love to add it to potentially my next video. And let me know if you've used any of these companies and you've had success with them or not. I would love to hear that too. But I will say that results always vary on an individual basis. Like, in some markets, people have great success with Zillow, in some markets you don't. In some cases, people will have wild success with maybe one of these and someone else won't. If you talk to 15 people who had success with something and, you know, 3 people who didn't, you got to look at the 3 people that were using it and really analyze them. Because sometimes it comes down to the actual agent and their willingness to do the work and prospect and their sales skills. And, you know, people always say, like, what's the conversion rate? Well, there isn't a standard conversion rate. There is not a standard real estate agent. If you have an amazing agent who does the work and is great at sales and knows how to talk to people, they're going to close way more, regardless of whatever lead generation program they're in, than someone who's not willing to do the work, who's lazy and doesn't know how to talk to people. So you always got to factor that in when you're getting advice or opinions. And the reason I'm sharing these opinions with you on these different companies is because I have crowdsourced evidence from the clients I've worked with over many years that these systems do work. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, you can check out agentlaunch.com/apply if you want to chat about working with us and see what we offer. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next video.